Hi, welcome. This is Donna with Yoga for You. And today's practice, I want to work on some grounding and balancing postures. This time of year signifies a shift towards longer nights and shorter days. In nature, we balance on the precipice between light and dark. This is a time to seek balance in our lives and ourselves, to reflect on what's working and what we need to let go of. In our physical practice, we find this balance between movement and stillness, between steadiness and ease, sthira and sukha. So let's go ahead and find a comfortable seat. And I'm going to invite you to take a hand mudra, and this one is called Prithvi Mudra, and it is an earth mudra. So bring your thumb to touch the ring fingers on each hand. Turn your palms up. Sit up nice and tall. Just take a moment and close your eyes. As we move into this fall season, we just celebrated the fall equinox. This is a chance to start to turn inwards. So find this posture that supports this idea or the sense of turning inwards towards ourselves. Follow your breath as it flows in and out of the body. And take a moment feeling grounded through your sits bones, through the legs. And from that sense of being grounded and stable, feel as if you're lengthening up through the crown of the head towards the skies. Finding this balance between being grounded and finding length. Allow the breath to deepen. And let your breath help to anchor you to this space, to this moment. When you find that your mind starts to wander to something other than your practice, bring your awareness back to the breath and let that breath anchor you back to the present moment. As we breathe, we feel present in our bodies. Feel present in the space that you've created for your practice today. And when you come around to your next exhalation, bringing your palms together at the heart space in Anjali Mudra. And I invite you at this time in your practice to set an intention or a sankalpa. What would you like to see manifest itself in your life in this new season? As we move into the fall, we release those summer months. What would you like to see manifest? Plant that as a little seed within your own heart. And release the hands and open the eyes. We're just going to do a little movement here, starting to warm up the body. Inhale, both arms up and overhead. Exhale, bring your palms together at your heart. Releasing the hands back down, gently touch the earth. Inhale, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, draw that energy to your heart space. Let's do that 2 more times. Touch the earth. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale, gather that energy to the heart, feeding that seed that you planted of that sankalpa One more time. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, energy to the heart. And release those hands down. Inhale, that right arm up, reach it up. Exhale, slide into a side bend. Let's keep moving. Breathing in. Exhale, release the right hand down. Inhale, that left arm up. Exhale, side bend. Keep going. Breathing in. Exhale, releasing. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in and out. In and out. Now this time we're going to hold it in a static pose. Breathe in. Exhale into your side bend or lateral flexion. Pause here. See if you can make a little more space in your rib cage, in your waistline. And then inhale up and exhale to release. Inhale that left arm up. Exhale into your side bend. And let's pause here. See if you can make a little more space through the left ribs, the left waistline. Inhale, rise up, and exhale, release. Roll those shoulders back a few times. And then let's shift forward. And we're going to come into child's pose. So let your knees walk a little wider as the big toes join, dropping the hips back. Slowly releasing your forehead in the direction of the mat. And take a moment here as this pose supports the idea of turning inwards at this time of year. Breathe into the back body, into the back ribs, into the kidneys, the adrenal glands. Let's take one more round of breath from here. And with your next inhale, slowly make your way to all fours, realigning the knees. Going to continue to flow a little here with a thread the needle. Inhale, reach your right arm out to the right. And as you exhale, thread your right arm underneath that left armpit into a little twist and come right back out. Inhale, extend the right arm out. And exhale, move into that twist. 2 more times, breathing in and out. This last time, breathing in, extend. And as we exhale, we're going to hold that in that static pose. Notice if your hips shift over to the left. See if you can press your left hip in the direction of the right hip. And then start to walk those left fingertips forward. Come way up onto your fingertips, little gecko fingers. Stretch long. Gently draw that outer left hip back. Create that space along the left side body. Take one more breath. And then slide the left hand back for support and unwind yourself. And let's take that second side. Inhale that left arm out to the left. Exhale, thread it under. Keep moving, breathing in and out. Breathe in and out. And last time, inhale, reach, and this time we're going to hold it, thread it under. Press your right hip in the direction of your left hip to find alignment. Walk those right fingertips out, come up onto the fingertips. Find more space in the right side body. And then bringing that right hand back for support, unwind yourself. And let's take a little cat-cows to create movement in the body, warm up the spine. Inhale. Arch the back, but lift your heart, open your heart, let it shine forward. Exhale, round, look towards your navel, that sensation of turning inwards. Keep moving. Inhale, shine the heart forward. Exhale, turn inwards. Keep flowing. Find that juxtaposition between that opening, that expansion, and the contraction. This precipice we're in between light and dark. Moving into these fall months. Now this time we're going to take it from this cow position. As we round, take it back to Child's Balasana. Keep moving. Inhale, shine your heart, open it. Exhale, round, press back to Child's. Let's do that 2 more times. Last one like this, and we're going to just kind of change it up a little bit. Now this time, inhale, shift forward, open the heart. As you start to round, curl the toes under and make your way back to your downward facing dog. And once we get to this first dog of the practice, go ahead and shift around. Make space on your mat, make space in your body. Start to feel comfortable. And then release the knees, inhale, open the heart. Exhale, press back to down dog. Let's do that 3 more times. Breathing in, the heart opens, the knees release to the mat. Exhale, we press back and open up to dog. 2 more rounds. And last round here. And as we make our way into down dog, just pause here. Draw your front ribs in, draw your lower abdomen in. Breathe. Inhale your right leg up behind you and exhale, step your right foot through into a lunge, releasing that back knee down. And then again here, open your heart, shine it forward. The shoulders slide back. And let's flow here, breathing in as you exhale, straighten your right leg. Roll your right toes up to the ceiling as we descend over that right shin in half splits or Ardha Hanuman. Keep moving, inhale, shine the heart forward as you move into your low lunge. Exhale, reverse that lunge. 2 more times, breathing in and out. Last round. Inhale, open the heart, gaze forward. Exhale, fold and pause here. Hug your outer right hip back just slightly. Breathe here. Keep your right foot very active, pressing through the mound of the right big toe. And then inhale, shift forward. Allow the left hand to remain on the mat. And begin to slowly revolve open to the right. If you want to add that right arm and open up the chest, please do so. Breathe here. We stay rooted and grounded through the legs. And we allow the heart to open. Release your right hand down to the mat. Lift your left knee up and step back to down dog. Inhale that left leg up. Exhale, step it through, releasing your right knee to the mat. Flowing here. Inhale, shoulders back, heart open, gaze forward. Exhale, straighten the left leg, roll the left toes up to the ceiling. Keep moving, breathing in, opening. Breathing out, folding. 2 more times. Last round, we're going to hold it. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, shift back and pause here. Gently draw the outer left hip back. Keep your left foot very active. And then inhale, shift forward. Right hand remains on the mat. Begin to revolve open to the left. Shoulders roll back towards the spine, extending that left arm up if you'd like. Feel this sense of being grounded, yet at the same time being open, responsive. Take 1 more breath here. Exhale, release down, lift that right knee up. This time step forward to the front of your mat into Uttanasana, your forward fold. Soft bend in the knees. Now notice how you're grounded here. If more of your weight is back in your heels, Transition a little weight forward. With a soft bend in the knees, start to lift your sits bones up towards the sky. And then inhale, shine your heart forward, lengthen. Exhale, turn inwards. 2 more times, breathing in, finding length here. Exhale, turn inwards as we fold. 1 more time, breathing in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen, add your arms, rise to stand, reaching for the sky. And then bring the palms together at your heart, gathering that energy. And pause here. Find the connection to breath. If you're comfortable closing your eyes, close your eyes. Come back to your intention or your sankalpa. What would you like to see manifest itself in your life in this new season? And what steps can you take to cultivate that action? And then release the hands. Let's do just a few side bends here. Inhale that right arm up and exhale, slide the left hand down the leg, move into your lateral flexion, breathing in and out. Inhale that left arm up. Exhale. Keep flowing here. If your pace doesn't match my pace, that's fine, as long as you're breathing and you're moving. One more time on each side. And then release. Walk your feet just a little wider. I'm going to go a little wider than my outer hips, which I refer to as my fluffy hips. So step a little wider. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead. And as you exhale, bring your hands behind you and interlace your fingers. And just pause a moment and notice which index finger is in front, because I will ask you to switch. Inhale, roll your shoulders back. Let the heart lift and expand. Exhale, hinge at the hip creases, fold forward. Keep the shoulders from rolling inwards towards the chest. Draw them back. Nice stretch. If this bothers the shoulder joints, bring your hands in closer to the sacrum or hands to your hips. And inhale, lift your heart, release your bind hands to the mat. As you exhale, squat it down into Malasana. If this posture's not available to you, maybe you have knee issues, just come up higher and brace yourself on your thighs. Inhale, feel the heart lift as the root grounds down towards the floor. Feel really rooted here. Release your hands, inhale, fold forward, wide forward fold. Inhale, reach the arms up, rise. Exhale, gather that energy to your heart. Let's do that one more time as we release the hands. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, find the bind behind the back. Change the clasp of the hands. Inhale, chest opens. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift the heart, release the hands. And on your exhale, find Malasana, bringing palms to the heart. As you root down through the tailbone and the crown of the head and heart rise, engage a little Mula Bandha by drawing the pelvic floor up. Release your hands, work towards straighter legs. Inhale, reach out, rise up, and exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Release the hands down, and make sure you're at your front of the mat. Walk your big toes a little closer together. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, and as you exhale, fold forward into Uttanasana. Now pause here. Root down through your right foot. Stand really firm, like all your weight is going into the earth through that right sole of the foot. And see if you can hover your left foot half an inch or an inch off the floor. Draw that leg right up into the hip socket. And if you want, you can take that left leg straight out to the side. It may not lift very far, that's fine. Feel rooted and grounded. And then bring that left leg in, keep it hovering, and step it to the back of your mat lunge. Now root through your legs and hips. Tilt your tail down. Lift your heart. Hug your right hip back a little. That's going to give you the space to bring that left hip forward and create the stability we need here. Find the stability, the sense of grounding, and reach those arms up. Lift the gaze a little so the heart, the gaze is lifting towards the skies as we feel rooted to the earth. Take one more breath. As you exhale, release your hands to the mat. Step back, plank position. Pause here. Instead of allowing the body to collapse towards the earth, press away, become lighter. Inhale here. Lower to the mat. You can drop your knees if you prefer, all the way down. Inhale, curl up. Shoulders slide back away from the chest. The chest is open and spacious. Press back, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Now lift your heels, bend your knees, gaze forward, step or lightly jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, shine your heart forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise and reach to the sky. Exhale, gather that energy to your heart. Release the hands. Walk your big toes a little closer together. Once again, inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, bow forward. Now pause here. Root down through that left foot. Grow roots through the sole of the left foot right into the earth and see if you can hover your right foot straight up off the floor. You can choose to stay there or reach your right leg out to the right. Feel grounded through that left leg. And then bring it back in. Keep it hovering. And step back lunge. Now feel grounded through the legs, through the hips and pelvis. Tilt your tail down. Feel your pubic bone and navel rise a little. Hug the left hip back slightly. Create this stability. And then reach those arms towards the sky. Through the sense of being grounded into earth, lift your gaze a little. Keep breathing. One more breath here. And as you exhale, release your hands to the mat, step back to plank. Press away from the floor, inhale here. Exhale, lower down through chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Press back, down dog. Find that breath. Let the breath be your anchor. Lift your heels, bend your knees. Make your transition to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach to the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart, gather that energy. Find that steady breath. Release your hands down. Shake it out a little bit. Find that breath. Now root down through your right foot once again. Grow those roots, feel grounded, and come into tree pose by placing that left foot either below the knee or above the knee. Allow that left thigh to externally rotate. Now tilt your tail down slightly. Feel the pubic bone and navel lifting a bit. Hands to your heart. Gaze straight ahead and find something to gaze at. This is called your drishti point. Feel grounded. Release the tongue away from your upper palate so you're not creating any tension in your jawline. Take one more breath here. And then turn that left knee forward. Pause in this balanced position. Drop your left sits bone slightly and firm your standing leg. One more breath. We're going to step the left foot back into warrior two. So that left foot is going to step back. Extend the arms out. Make sure this inner right thigh is rolling open. Breathe here. If you're able, drop your sits bones a bit closer. Let them descend towards the mat. Find the breath here. And then see if you can lift your right heel off the mat. Notice how much more you feel like you need to ground here to create that stability. Take one more breath with that heel lifted. And then release the heel down. Start to straighten your right leg. Reach forward and make your way into triangle pose or Trikonasana. Try not to hyperextend your right knee. And then lengthen the right side ribs away from that right hip bone. Pause here. So we're finding this balance between movement and stillness, between steadiness and ease. One more breath. Release your left hand to your hip. Gaze down at your right big toe, shifting forward into half moon. So hop forward, slide that left foot in. Lift it up and flex the foot like you're pushing into a wall behind you. Wrap your right buttocks under, reach up, half moon. Breathe here. Take one more breath here. We're going to step back into a lunge, step back into plank, and take our vinyasa. If at any time you want to skip the vinyasa part, just meet back in down dog. And then lift the heels, bend the knees, gaze forward, make your transition. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, draw the energy to your heart. Release the hands. Once again, walk your big toes a little closer together. Establish balance through the four corners of both feet. And then transition the weight into your left foot. Tree pose. Bring your right foot up. Place it below the knee or above the knee. Tilt your tail down. Lift your pubic bone and navel up a little so we have a nice neutral pelvis as the palms come to our heart. Find your drishti, your gaze. Feel steady, balanced, grounded. Take one more breath here in Vrikshasana. And then turn that right knee forward. Flex the right foot as if you're standing on a bench. Drop the right sits bone slightly. Reach up, stand firm in your left leg. We're going to transition to warrior two by stepping that right foot back and reaching out. Roll your inner left thigh open. Then start to drop your sits bones lower. Stand firm in both legs and see if you can lift your left heel off the mat. One more breath here. And then set that left heel down, straighten the left leg. Reach forward and transition into triangle pose, Trikonasana. Wrap your left buttocks under, lean your skull back, and then try and lengthen your left side body by moving your bottom left ribs away from your left hip bone. Take one more breath here. Bring your right hand to your hip, look down at your left big toe. Start to hop in closer. Find your balance, lift that right leg up, flex the foot. This is similar to triangle pose, but we're doing it on one leg. Take one more breath. Gracefully stepping back into a lunge. Transitioning to plank. taking our vinyasa. Meeting back in down dog. Take one more breath here. And then lift the heels, bend the knees, gaze forward, make your transition. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Palms together at your heart, gather that energy. Take a moment here and breathe. Feed that seed of intention so that it may manifest itself in our lives. Take one more breath here. And exhale, release the hand down. Good, shake that out a little bit. Find the breath. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, bow forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, step back to down dog. Inhale here. And exhale, float the knees down to the mat. So we're in tabletop. Keep your toes curled under. Now, if you suffer from wrist or shoulder issues, you might need to be very careful with this movement. Draw your front ribs and abdomen in. So we're engaging through core. And see if you can float your knees 1 inch off the mat. Hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Go ahead and press back. Child's pose. This pose supports the idea of turning inwards. With your next inhale, look forward, shift forward, and let's make our way all the way down onto our bellies. Stack your hands one on top of the other. Make a little place, a little space for the center of your forehead to rest. This is that third eye chakra of Ajna. And then rock your head a little side to side like you're shaking your head no. To help stimulate the activation of the parasympathetic nervous response via that vagus nerves. And then roll onto your right side. You can support the head if you'd like. If you feel like you want to come up higher, that's always an option. This is the pose of Vishnu. Notice if your bum's leaning back. Do your best to get like a little torpedo shape here. And then bring that left knee up towards that left shoulder. Now, if you're really having a challenge maintaining balance, kick your right leg back and use it as a little kickstand. See if you cannot reach that foot, then just hold the back of that thigh and start to extend that left heel up to the ceiling. If straightening the leg's not an option, don't get too attached to that, that's fine. If you want to grab hold of the big toe. Now what happens is our bums tend to want to kind of roll back. So if you bring your pubic bone slightly forward and keep this left hip bone, the ASIS joint, moving forward and not tilting back, that's going to go a long way to keeping this nice shape. Take one more breath here. And then bend that left knee and see if you can bring that foot behind you. Now, if you're finding that you're really wobbling, bring your right arm out for support. And then start to draw that left heel towards the hip. Feel like you're isometrically or energetically kicking that left knee down towards that right foot. If you have knee issues, avoid this posture. And then slowly release. Come down. And pause a moment. Wiggle your hips a little. And then let's move to that second side. So we're going to roll on to the left side, supporting the head. Find your pose of Vishnu, aligning yourself the best you can in a torpedo-like shape. Bend your right knee up towards the right shoulder. Grab wherever you're able to grab. If you have a strap, that's fine as well. Now notice if your outer right hip wants to roll back towards your buttocks. Pull it forward. Take one more breath here. And then bend that knee. Kick it back. See if you can align the legs. Knee to knee, and then draw that heel in. Energetically kick that right knee down towards that left foot. Get that nice quadricep or thigh stretch. And then release and make your way back to your belly. Wiggle your hips a little. And then slide your hands to frame your chest. Roll your shoulders open as those elbows hug in towards midline. Press your pubic bone down and just start here by lengthening your tailbone in the direction of your heels. Reach the crown of the head towards the wall in front of you. Find space and length. And then peel the heart up. We're not going far. And now lift the hands off the mat. See if you can lift the feet. Pause here and breathe. And release. Rise up to table. Walk those knees wider and slowly make your way back into your child's pose. Find a steady breath here. Support that which allows us to turn inwards. And then let's make our way up and take a seat. Extend the legs out in front of you. Shake them out a little bit. Taking your left heel in across the body, in towards the right buttocks. My left knee is going to face a little bit more forward, and I'm going to try and stack the knees. This is Gomukhasana. Now, what happens is this left foot is kind of hanging back by my hip, but I want to intensify the sensation of stretch. So I'm actually going to walk the feet forward a bit and see if I can align my feet and ankles in the same parallel line as my knees. And then flex your feet strongly. Get your little Barbie feet going on. Root down through the sits bones, rise up through the crown. Now you're going to feel that that right buttocks tends to want to lift a little. So do your best to root it down. Sitting up nice and tall here. If you have a bind in your Gomukhasana, you are welcome to take that, which we have the right leg on top. So that means the left arm would come up on top and that right arm would come back and hold hands. I'm not going to move into that bind because I have shoulder issues. So it better serves me to not practice some of those movements. If you're in the bind and you notice that the arms are pressing the skull forward, draw the back of the skull back so you maintain alignment over the axis of your spine. Let's take one more breath here. And I'm just going to spin around to the front so we're all on the same page. We're going to transition right into a pigeon pose. So you're going to take that top right leg You're going to swing it back behind you. Lift that left hip off the floor so that the hips and sacrum are nice and level. If this is not available to you, then you're welcome to do this on your back in that figure 4 stretch. Otherwise, we're going to make our way into our pigeon, maybe a sleeping pigeon. If you notice you're really rounding into the mid and upper back here, try walking your elbows forward a little. Press them down into the floor like you're grounding and draw your heart forward towards your hands, creating length in your spine. Once again, just turn inwards. We're taking about 10 rounds of breath here. One more round of breath. And then start to walk up. Take a seat on the left hip so you can swing that right leg back out in front of you. Place the sole of your left foot somewhere on the inner right leg. Press through the mound of the right big toe and find length. If you've got lumbar disc issues, you might choose to stay here in a more upright position, nurturing a really nice lumbar curve. Or if you want to fold forward into Janu Sirsasana, you can begin to fold forward, perhaps reaching for the foot, descending over the leg, trying to take length with you. The shoulders draw back, away from the ears, and the crown of the head draws forward, drawing that heart long. If you'd like to create a little more space on the left side, take your right fingers, encircle your left wrist beyond the sole of your foot, and gently lengthen that left side body. And to come out of the pose, inhale, look up towards your foot. Create length in your body as you rise up. Place the sole of the left foot down as the knee faces up. Reach your left hand behind you. Roll the shoulder open. Hook that right elbow if that's an opportunity to do so. Create resistance, and let's come back to Prithvi Mudra, taking your thumb and ring finger together. This is the Earth Mudra. The ring finger represents Earth. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, slowly twist. Take one more breath here. And then begin to unwind. Extend that left leg, shake it out a little bit. And let's move into Gomukhasana on that second side. So we're going to bring the right heel in towards the left buttocks, aligning that right knee straight, or as close to straight as you can, towards the front of your mat. Cross left knee over the top. I like to kind of use my hands and wedge those legs together. And now start to walk your feet forward a bit until your ankles and feet align in a parallel line with the knees. Then flex the feet strongly by pressing through the mound of the big toes. Long spine. You're going to feel that that left buttocks wants to lift slightly. So root it down. Find this yin-yang of the practice, or this balance between the steadiness and the ease. Now, if you took the bind on the first side, the left leg is on top, so that means the right arm comes up and the left arm comes back. Or you can stay right where I'm at Let's take one more round of breath from this position. And as we exhale, we start to move into that transition by taking that left leg back, lifting that right hip up, and making our way into our pigeon pose. Extend that left leg back. Start to make your way down if that's where you're wanting to take the posture today. Root your forearms and elbows down. Then as you ground into the earth, draw your heart forward. The shoulders slide back away from the ears. Crown of the head is drawing forward as you reach those left toes back behind you. If you'd like to come all the way down, it's an option. Let's find those 10 breaths here. Just a couple more breaths. And when you come around to your next exhalation, begin to walk your way back up. Take a seat on your right hip. Draw that left leg out in front of you. Coming into Janusirshasana. Bring the sole of the right foot up somewhere on the inside of that left leg. Press through the left big toe mound. Inhale, find length, and as you exhale, descend over the leg. For an added stretch to the right side, take your left fingertips, if you're able to reach beyond that foot. Wrap them around the right wrist. Create more space along that right side body. Let's take one more round of breath from here. Lift your gaze, look up towards those left toes, long spine, rise up. Plant that right foot, reach the right hand back. Roll the shoulder open, long spine. Hook that left elbow or just hug the left knee in. Come to Prithvi Mudra. Thumb to ring finger, Earth Mudra. Find more space in the spine and slowly twist. Take one more round of breath. And begin to release. Extend that leg out, shake it out a little. Reach your arms forward as we engage core, control that descent down to the mat. Stretch the arms overhead. Long stretch to the body. Hug both knees into your chest, always completing your practice with some self-love. Gratitude. Breathe. You can stay here and rock a little. If you have a happy baby posture in your practice and you want to find happy baby, you can add that. Or if there's something else you need or want here, please add it in. If and when you're ready, begin to slowly extend the body out, taking time, finding Shavasana. I'm going to take you through just a really short, a little relaxation here. With your eyes closed and your body relaxed, bring to mind your intention or sankalpa. Repeat it quietly to yourself 3 times. As you settle into Shavasana, bring your awareness to the spaces between your body and the earth beneath you. Invite your body to soften and rest. As you begin to surrender into relaxation, notice the spaces between your body and the earth beneath you becoming smaller and smaller. Your body's relaxing, lying on the floor. Bring your awareness to your breath. Follow the gentle tide of your breath without altering it. Envision your breath as a golden light flowing up and down your spinal column. With your inhale, the golden light flows from the tailbone to the crown of the head. And with your exhale, it flows from the crown of the head back down to the tailbone. This is the cosmic tide of prana. Stay with your breath as it flows up and down your spine, golden, vibrant, and radiant. We'll begin with the rotation of awareness. All you have to do is allow your awareness to follow my voice as I guide you from point to point within your body. Move your awareness to your mouth. Become aware of your tongue, your lower jaw, the lower row of teeth, upper row of teeth, your upper lip, lower lip, space between your lips, your cheeks, right ear, left ear, forehead, top of the head, back of the head. Awareness of the tip of your nose, your right nostril, left nostril, right eye, left eye, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, and the space between the eyebrows. Move your awareness to your right hand, right thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, palm of the right hand, back of the hand, right wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, right shoulder, right armpit, right ribs, right waist, right hip, right knee, calf, ankle, heel, and sole of the foot. Right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and baby toe. Move awareness to the left hand, left thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and little finger. Palm of the left hand, back of the hand, left wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, left shoulder, left armpit, left ribs, left waist, left hip, knee, calf, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and baby toe. Awareness to your pelvis, right buttock, left buttock, lower back, mid back, upper back, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, back of the neck, back of the skull, notice the crown of the head. Awareness to your throat, right collarbone, left collarbone, right chest, left chest, center of the chest, upper abdomen, navel center, lower abdomen, pelvis. Notice the entire whole spine, the entire right arm, left arm, both arms simultaneously, the whole right leg, whole left leg, both legs simultaneously. Notice the whole front body, whole back body. Be aware of the entire whole body. Now gently guide your awareness back to your physical body lying on the earth. Become aware of your breath. Your body slowly breathing in and out. Without opening your eyes, become aware of your surroundings. The earth beneath you, the sky or ceiling above. As your awareness comes back, invite your breath to deepen. When you feel ready, stretch your arms long overhead. Extend your legs long, point your toes, and take a full body stretch. And slowly roll over into a fetal position. Just take a moment here. And when you're ready, gently press yourself back up to a comfortable seat. Turn your palms up and once again find Prithvi Mudra by bringing the thumbs together with the ring fingers on either hand. And let's take a moment and revisit our intention or sankalpa. Allow that seed that we planted to begin to bloom, to manifest itself. As we take the time to honor the fall equinox, honoring this shift in nature and in our lives, as we begin to transition into a new season. Bringing your palms together at your heart space in Anjali Mudra. Nurturing the seed of manifestation. Preparing to move into this new season with an open heart. Feeling grounded in our lives, our bodies. Thank you for joining me today and sharing your practice, your time, and your energy. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.